All right. YouTube, what is up, man? We got this video. Joe Budden, he's going to give his input on the leaked Kendrick Lamar verse on the Clips album. So let's get into this.
All right. They took my Clips Kendrick verse away.
Did they? That shit was fire, yo.
Oh, boo! Come on, Freeze. Find it so we can dissect it.
Off a snippet. That's it. I'm gonna play it.
Oh, it was so fire. You heard it, Mark?
Yeah. The internet was. It's funny because I heard it and liked it. Then I saw a lot of people say this is the worst shit ever. You know, the Drake side of the equation. A lot of the fans were like, "This was trash. This proves, you know, yeah," which was absurd to me. I think regardless of where you stand on this divided issue, Kendrick was fire.
So it was up and then they took it down?
Yeah,
somebody
leaked.
Absolutely. Oh, somebody leaked it. Got it.
I was surprised it was as long as it was.
It was up and now it's not because it shouldn't have been up.
Right.
Why didn't you screen record or something?
I don't do that unless I'm on the phone with y'all.
You can't find it?
Other than that, yeah, I don't have no more. The label took it down. But a few things. Oh, you found it, Big Freeze. Take it further, Freeze.
Our tech
They thought
consultant.
they was gonna stop us. And Mel's phone background needs to change. So when you finish that, change his background on his
And she
phone.
needs to set an alarm.
Oh yeah, and she got to set an alarm. Look at the thing she
That shit was funny. All right, here we go.
Oh, I had a good quality one.
I mean, it's only.
Hey.
Oh, and of course I'm getting.
You gotta slide it.
Oh, my daughter's calling me that. Right as I play right. Getting into that.
I mean, we heard it. Like, I think we can talk.
Yeah, we can talk.
I love
Yeah,
both of that tracks.
I hate hearing it like this.
I hated that this leaked.
Yeah,
Absolutely hate
At the ssame time, though, first of all, I do want to shout out the Clips and whoever's running their rollout because they are killing it to me.
Every aspect.
They just did the New York Times podcast
They did
with John Monica. I forgot how you say his name. It was great though. It was great. They get into the verse and the song about how the label has like a lyric auditor there, usually to catch sample clearance things, interpretations. If you use some lyrics from someone else's, they have to clear that. But they kind of started overstepping it and taking it into censorship and doing things on behalf of the bigger label. We don't want to have a mess with Drake or whatever it may be. That was a very interesting conversation. Malice, especially because he was talking about how hip hop is the one place for black people to be most expressive in the world, and now you have this label censoring them. It's a really good conversation. I recommend checking it out.
Yo, y'all knew this. I didn't. It's not my bag. But yo, I really like hearing pushing them talk.
Yeah.
Like it's certain people that'll lure you in with their conversation. Like I like hearing Dame. I like hearing 50. I like hearing certain people speak. A lot of rappers is like wet mops.
Yeah.
When they start talking, they'll pull you into the conversation. Like
I don't understand that, John.
No, a lot of people don't interview well.
No, it's true.
Like, a lot of rappers don't interview well. Yeah, we know. But when certain people start to speak, it's like, oh shit, and they'll just lure you in. So I really have been enjoying the little run that they on.
Yeah, for sure. And everything about the run that they're on tells me how intentional everything has been. Like they weren't just in the studio rapping over beats. You know what I mean? Like it was OD thought out from top to bottom.
And I love to hear black men that
They wasn't just in the studio neither. Like they was in fucking Paris.
Yeah.
Oh, we.
Headquarters.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
And when Pharrell introduced, because I watched the whole clip of him introducing the record that Kendrick is on, and it's Pharrell talking. I love watching it because as a rapper, if you got Pharrell to talk, it's like, yeah, nigga, say something. It's like we used to be telling him, nigga, talk for us. And Pharrell says, we made this whole project right downstairs, the Louis headquarters, staring at whatever. What is that? What, some type of river? Staring at
The scene.
Huh?
Scene or same.
Whatever it is, he was saying, staring at this river, and the river is so rich that it just makes. I'm like, yo, this nigga got too much money. He just feeds up there. The Clips is
No,
now
but this is
the grimiest, grungiest.
And when you
But that's
hear
the
them-
fly shit.
that's
And
the
that's the
fly
fly shit
shit.
about this rollout,
Yes.
even doing the New York Times, even though I'd obviously
Yes.
rather have them come talk to us and tell us these stories. It places it in a different place.
Yes.
This is not just
Correct.
some hip hop shit. Like, no,
Yeah.
we're going to go sit with fucking art critics and we're going to tell an entire story about this shit.
And when you sit down and hear these two black
it makes it
boys,
not
Cause did their merch.
Right.
Yeah.
And it ain't just a couple tees.
Right.
No, but
it's art. Hey, their vinyl packaging. Cause did that. Like, it's art.
Nah,
it's art.
they done drop out 4 different capsule collections with.
They kill it.
This
My
is
nigga,
different. And
they-
you hear these two black men that sit around and talk about cocaine, sit in front of these white people and articulate and convey their thoughts, and their grammar is on point, and all their diction and all of that shit is on point. That shit is fire. Like you be proud as fuck listening to them speak.
No, in one of these
Dope,
interviews,
bro.
they said they ain't even talking about cocaine. That's how ill they are.
No,
This shit.
no, I'm talking about that's their.
The crazy shit about the Clips, like I was talking about this with my man who was an MC upstate when I was home last. Like, yeah, it's coke rap, but it's not. Like, there's mad. They just use that as a vehicle to talk about all the deeper shit that they're talking about in all these raps. And I forgot what the opening song they were saying in this interview was about their parents who both passed, rest in peace. And it's called something like "Birds Don't Fly" or something like that. So it's like even with that, you're doing a super deep song while playing into something that it's gonna be a song about
birds.
Birds don't fly sometimes.
Yeah, I forgot what the title. I might be butchering that, but
Birds on Fire. That's one with John Legend.
Yeah, they talk a lot of that fly shit, and you'll just miss it if all you hear is
the coke raps.
Drug talk. Like same with Sahai.
Yeah.
Like these are people that they talk fly shit.
Especially like that.
Pen is different.
Yeah.
Special.
Yeah. Like it's just a vehicle for them to tell some real deep shit. Like
when Push said, what he said, I never bought a bitch Michael Kors. What was the line? What was the line?
Can't a bitch live and say I bought a Of course, yeah.
Dog, that line fucked the whole summer up that summer.
You was broke then?
No, not for me. Not for me. Listen, I was there from the Michael Kors watch inception when it got hot. I'm talking about 05-ish, when bitches felt like they needed to have this. So I saw it go out, and I saw bitches still holding on. And that's when niggas was buying. Niggas was buying the Michael Kors watches.
There y'all go.
They older than me.
I know. They do their shit.
They don't know. You think Michael Kors was done before then?
He trying to say yeah.
That's
That's not true.
That's not true. That's not true. Some good old
That's not true.
That's not true.
You're such an elitist.
I'm not saying
Me?
Yes.
Y'all saying it was never in?
Nah,
There
you
was a
Corey
point-
doing y'all shit where y'all look at cars broke. They do that shit every week.
They doing
Yeah.
shit. Where the shit we thought was
Michael
good.
Kors, stop.
Now listen to this. I'm about to say it depends on who you ask. Is that fair?
You sound like you guys a broke nigga. Yes.
It depends on who you ask.
That's what you trying to
They
say.
talking money talk. They
Yeah,
talking money
money
talk.
talk. Yeah, you remember that lifestyle.
I'm talking hip hop.
Yeah,
but they were selling drugs.
I'm saying,
That's what I'm saying.
You did 30, and this nigga just, he ran away.
In your drug dealing travels,
Nobody looked up to him at the time.
In your drug dealing travels, y'all didn't see bitches with the Michael Kors watches on?
Yes.
So you know the
Who travels?
See?
Who travels?
What was the watch? That's what was the watch, nigga.
Minimum? Michelle was the minimum.
I ain't talking to you now.
It was the minimum.
Talking to
I'm
you.
lying? Minimum.
Don't ask Mel, nigga. Don't ask Mel.
Wait. I'm sorry, what?
No, I was talking. Michelle was the minimum. Come on, Joe, stop.
What? I didn't say nothing.
Y'all niggas sat up here and
That was
crucified Coach.
Well, that's
I'm
different.
not shitting on y'all. I'm not shitting on y'all. I remember what y'all talking about, but that's different, nigga.
They played at a different level. That's what they keep trying to tell
Right,
us.
trying to
But
remind
that's okay with me.
That's it. I wasn't.
That's okay with me.
And Michael Kors.
Yeah, man. Okay, say it.
No, he has two different lines. He has like his contemporary line that is what
All
you're
the time.
talking
And
about.
he had the high-end line.
And then he has the high end
Yeah.
line that, yeah. But I know that that's not what they're talking about.
Look at these. Look at these.
Wait, hold up.
Bro, I'm not saying a
I was
word.
cool with them shitting on me about Michael Kors. How you just jumping and shit on me too?
I wasn't. I was
No,
just making
she
it.
wasn't.
No, I was just making it clear that there was.
Yeah, I was just trying to big up a push.
I'm sorry about that.
That's it.
And I was making a joke.
I don't want beef.
I was just making
I don't
a
want the
joke.
whole beef. But hey, right, I never thought about it like that.
I was broke.
After a while,
I was feeling good about myself, right?
After a while, the Michael Kors watch was an indicator of who not to fuck.
But that's what they say. It was always the indicator for these niggas.
I don't know.
It wasn't. Yo, don't put
I don't know.
He fucking Michael Kors.
I don't know.
You.
I sure have.
He fucking Swatch.
Casio.
Anybody.
G-Shocks.
Grandfather clock. Bitch carrying it.
Stop. Pocket watch.
Yo, you crazy.
Oh,
man.
I don't even know how we got here.
I have no idea. Bush,
No,
that
they trying
damn
to
Bush,
shit-
they
they trying to
trying
shit on shit.
conversation. Bush did that shit with Apple Watches. I was mad. Like, come on, dog. Everybody got an Apple Watch damn near. He's like, yo, my chicks don't fuck with niggas that wear Apple Watches. Like,
You can't pick up no more, man.
you can't. That's why I hate you rich niggas, yo.
Yeah, man. I'm just old hip hop.
I hate you rich niggas.
When niggas brag about attainable shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's attainable for them now.
No. I'm talking about for us listening. Like when Locke was like, who drive millennials? We can drink. We can save up and get a millennium more accurate. I can't get no your Phantom.
Little C said all you saw was fire from the Honda Passport. Yeah.
Your first day, you booked the res at the Fire Steakhouse. Shorty show up wearing an Apple Watch. What do you think?
I think it's just practical.
Don't bother me. Don't bother me.
Don't bother Mark. Ice.
She bad?
Yeah.
I don't fuck that watch.
So fuck that program. Fix the background.
Let me set an alarm. Right. Put a timer on.
Right. Fuck Ice tomorrow.
7 minutes.
All right, stop.
Yeah, but I feel like y'all sneaking out the question. Cool, you'll fuck her. But what do you think?
It don't bother. It's not.
It don't bother me. I ain't make that much money yet.
What about you, Ish?
No, it's cool.
No, it's not. It's lying. You can't keep a straight face, right?
I'm not saying that. It's cool.
What's cool?
So why Shorty got on? I'm not judging the person.
No
based
fancy band. Stock band.
It's the plastic shit.
Yeah,
Right.
nigga, stock band.
First generation.
Yeah.
Little screen. There's nothing wrong with the watch. It depends on.
You got to teach us.
No, I'm about to tell you. It depends on how Shorty.
Not your shoes.
No, how she carry herself.
Wait, but shoes matter.
A lot
Yes,
of
the shoes matter to Ish.
Like, shoes matter. No, she might start talking. Like, you can look at somebody, they got Michael Kors. It's cool. I'm not judging you.
Ask
You can't start talking about other people or talking down about other people. Now I'm gonna look at your Michael Kors.
Gotcha what you're saying.
If you got on an Apple Watch and you cool and content with that, you can have a Honda Accord.
If you wanna live like that, right.
But you start dissing other girls, calling them basic and all that other shit, now you're gonna get.
But wait, if she had an Apple Watch on and a girl
Every time I say Honda Accord, she gets a trigger warning.
You're not the only person that had a Honda.
I never had a fucking Honda, goddammit.
It's a good car.
Man,
It keeps its value.
Yeah,
God
nah.
damn
But I
it.
met my girl, she had a Honda Accord. There's nothing wrong with
You
that.
upgraded.
why you think it's something wrong with having an Accord?
Nothing is wrong with having an
What is the
Accord.
Ford?
You had an Accord. He didn't pull that out.
What color was it?
I never
I think it
had
was a
an
Civic.
Accord.
All right, but he saw you LX.
I literally.
You had a Civic LX.
I've never driven a
had the
Honda.
cloth.
I've never had
Every
a
time I say
Honda.
cloth.
Wait,
All right, but were you in a Honda Accord one time and he seen you?
No.
That happened to me outside of Mars 2112 one time.
No.
When we was in the Honda, we was parking away. So you take a little walk. Man, bitches was turning that corner and see me getting that beige Honda Accord. I ain't care. Whatever. Shit
I
happens.
got caught too getting some bullshit back in the days.
Nothing wrong with Honda Accord.
I never had one.
Honda's where you should have went for the ad.
Word. It's right there.
Honda's where you should have went. You went to BMW with that potato sack.
Sigh.
That's cool.
You know.
Anyway, back to clips really quick. every song I've heard sounds like a real Def Jam kind of project.
They dropped the ball.
Wow, Def Jam.
They dropped the ball.
Old Def Jam, these are the types of albums old Def Jam would have like stood proud and tall behind.
For sure.
Like some real hip hop sounding shit with the greatest producers, the greatest features. When I heard a Kendrick feature, a Nas feature leaked earlier.
We got
He
a whole
went
Louis
crazy.
Vuitton backing. Like,
Yeah.
And I mean, not to start the rumor mill up again, will it be a whole verse on there?
No comment.
Oh, so yes.
okay. So no comment.
We know that Hov is giving Push a verse.
I hope
and
so.
pushing Pharrell. You think that Pharrell and Push didn't send something over that sound like Allure times a zillion? Hey, OG. Hey, just want to see
When you get a minute.
Just tell me what you think of this. He even asked for the verse. Tell me how you think this beat sounds.
Joe, I have a question. Drake.
I was cooking just now.
Sorry, you wasn't. Okay.
No, go ahead. I want to hear it now.
How it sounds? Yeah.
I'm not gonna be back. Come on.
When you send the verse, Drake is signed. Do
you need Wi-Fi?
No, go ahead. I want to hear it. Drake signed to who? Who's Drake signed to? Universal. Def Jam is under Universal?
Yes,
Yes.
that's the
That's
other
why-
thing.
okay.
Def Jam is under Universal. So I understand whatever Push is saying, and he's saying that the line in question was a Trump line.
yeah.
Do you think Universal is doing that? Are they doing that in order to keep Drake there? Because there was rumors, like you said, that he might go to across.
Yeah, we fighting the case.
Across the
Drake
hall.
has good lawyers too. We don't need. Listen,
Got it.
One wrong word on these songs, and I will get 7,000 emails
No,
from an attorney.
one wrong word on the song, and Drake's gonna say, "See, told you." I told y'all this is what they do.
It seemed like they were just talking about the optics of it, period.
No,
It didn't matter what he said.
But I can hear the part that he said in that line.
Yeah, but if Drake is Six God and your opening 8 bars is saying I'll send him back to the Cosmics.
Yeah.
Even though we think that this verse was done before any of this beef shit popped off.
Yeah,
We think this verse is like a year old, maybe longer.
Nah. Send him back to the cops.
This album has been done.
This album has been finished.
This album has
since
been finished.
2024.
They're supposed to go last month.
I mean, the
He
features,
finished
I don't
Drake 14 months ago.
Features were not. There was.
Ain't no nigga like just telepathist.
I'm saying not like us was what April, May. So you talking about almost 16,
year.
almost 14 months ago. He could have been. Album could have been done, and he still could have.
Yeah.
And I think Pusha T is one of Hov's favorite rappers.
For sure.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a fact.
I think so.
And Pharrell's one of his favorite
I
producers.
also think all that integrity shit that you keep hearing in Push and Jeezy, I think Hov takes a liking as
To
a
those
human,
types of individuals.
to those
Yeah,
types of humans. I also think Hov really loves Pharrell, and he just performed at that Louis shit and that fly ass coat jacket he had on. That Louis jacket was fly. But anyway, Hov ain't gonna just keep letting niggas fire Pharrell. Especially if it's niggas he may not like. I might have a hot take. I'm gonna think about it. I think somebody getting shot if he's on there.
It's gonna be some
Multiple people might get
There's gonna be
shot.
some slick talk that is gonna be pointed to somebody.
Kanye gonna get shot. Kanye's getting clearly shot. Bazooka. It ain't even gonna be done here. That's gonna come from a couple different angles. How Roy said, we got it's one of those.
Allegedly said that.
He never did party.
He was early adopter.
When Hov performed the beat, Beyonce, he took Ye name out that verse.
Yeah, but
I didn't take that as nothing.
Yeah, he just put Beyonce's name in there instead because he's with
her in Paris. That performance was crazy too. I loved it, man. To see him come out in the last leg of the tour, get the way the crowd responded when Hov took stage, I thought
That's fire.
It-
It's no secret that him and Ye don't get along, so I don't think that he did that just to shoot at Ye.
right.
Yo, that don't bother your mind, Parks and Joe. I mean, as fans or something, like to me, when I look at that, it's like Jay-Z kept ascending, and then if you wasn't ascending with him, it looks. You know, because Tata and Biggs and them is dead, but it just looks like if you was a detriment nigga, I'm gonna just leave you to the side. Like, damn,
Everybody can't go.
You know what I'm saying? But
Exactly.
yeah, but I look at it a little bit different. I look at it a little bit different. That's me. But like,
Ye was ascending too, by the way.
like damn, I know he was ascending, but then it makes me think that what could possibly go wrong between them two, right?
You talking about
like
kids.
If Ye before that, if Ye, if you know Ye,
about my wife.
if you know Ye is crazy, sometimes you know your nigga is crazy. You be like,
He said slavery was a choice.
You sit over there.
He's talking about Nazis.
On a scale of one.
No, I'm not talking about that. But before that, man, you bringing up
Before
stuff.
that, you went crazy in the middle of your show and you gave me 20 minutes on stage. Fuck is you thinking?
I don't.
don't-
Yeah, he
I
don't remember that.
Well, then there's that old Kardashian thing. The
wedding.
Come to my wedding. And I don't want to get in gossip land.
Got it.
Please, I don't-
You don't. Yeah, I got you. Okay.
Please.
We move that from that.
But how good do y'all think y'all are? And I'm coming with that. It's coming. How good do y'all think y'all are at identifying a liability? I'm getting this from the Bleak interview.
No, but that's what Flip just said. He said, "Yo, if somebody's a detriment, you cut them off."
That's why I was about to
detriment
ask.
was the word that you used. If somebody keeps being detrimental, and I have a certain goal in mind, or I have a certain place where I want my life to go, and you keep being a detriment to that, how long do I keep taking?
What's my man that was up here? What's my man that was up here?
Ray Daniels?
Ray.
I agree with Ray Daniels and even I think Wayne. I agree with them when they said that if Dame and Jay came up together, if I was Jay, I wouldn't leave Dame like that. No, because
So we're going to leave it off right there. We're going to leave it off right there with Joe reacting to Kendrick Lamar lead verse on the clips. All right. So if y'all new to the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm up out of here.